Hi, welcome to Jovie's Home. I post new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Today I want to share with you 7 reasons, oh, did I get it right this time? 7 reasons why I think the Netherlands is super child friendly. Whether it's to live here or to visit, not all of the reasons are to visit, but certainly some of them will apply. But if you are looking for a place to travel to or to live, and you have kids, I'm going to share with you 7 reasons why the Netherlands is a great choice. So if that sounds good to you, then why don't you come on in, kick off your shoes, and stay a while. I'm really glad you're here. Okay, guys, let's talk about this. Listen, before you come shout at me in the comments and tell me, this is in Europe, it's not just the Netherlands. I have not lived in Germany or in other countries where you might be watching this from and being like, it's the same here. It might be, and it probably certainly is. But I am speaking from my personal experiences in the Netherlands, and that is why I am making this video. If you're a YouTuber and you live in one of the other countries, please go up. By all means, I want to hear about all the super kid-friendly things that are in your country so that I can come visit and know what to do. So without any further ado, let's get into it. The number one thing that I think makes the Netherlands so cool and so child-friendly is the abundance of green spaces and free playgrounds and parks everywhere. I think that this is because the Netherlands is such a densely populated country and people live in either apartments or, the homes have like much smaller gardens than, for example, in other countries where you have more space. But for that reason, it's so incredible that pretty much every neighborhood is gonna have like a park for the children who live there. There's so much green, so many wonderful parks and green spaces with, slides and swings, like, what a park is. I don't need to explain that, but there's such a huge abundance of that and a variety, and they're not all the same. And so it's really easy. And even if you go from one city in the Netherlands to another, like you have a day trip or something, you're gonna find a park or somewhere that your kids can run around and have a great time. So I think that is so wonderful and so child-friendly. They'll always find someone to play with too. And rain or shine, you see kids in these areas and these parks. So it's really great. You have a place to go and it doesn't cost any money. So that's super. That's a win in my book. Number two thing that I think makes the Netherlands so kid-friendly is the abundance of what they call city farms, or kind of like a petting zoo. They're everywhere. Dan, if I give you some footage of that, please include it here. But a city farm, it's like a small farm. They might have like a few sheep or like a couple cows, some goats, some ducks, some birds, some, small like farm animals, and kids can go there and the people who work there can teach the kids about these animals. They can pet them, they can feed them. One park, or like one city farm even near our house, has deer, like little baby deer, and adult deer too, but like in the spring you can go and you can see these baby deer, and it's just so nice. Like, it's a really nice way for your kids to also experience and be more in touch with nature and to have that. And again, a lot of the time these parks are totally free. The one that I know of, like, the only thing you would have to pay for is if you want to buy like a little bag of food for the animals, then it's like 50 cents for like a small bag of food. But you can also bring your own if you have some vegetables or, fruits left over, or things that are healthy for those animals. You can bring it and feed them yourself, and then you don't have to pay for it. But these are really everywhere. I mean, there's so many, and I'm talking, and you have them from super populated cities, like in Amsterdam there are city farms, The Hague there are city farms, like, and also certainly in more farming communities, I think you're gonna have an even bigger, better selection of farms than in the cities like this. But it's so much fun. The kids love it. My kids, my almost 5-year-old, he's not even sick of it. Like, every time I say, you want to go to the farm? Yeah, let's go to the farm. And a lot of times also they'll have like little, like, those like little kid tractors, and the kids can like ride in the tractor or like see that, and it's a fun day or a fun few hours that you can go with your kid, and it's free. So awesome. I love it. Number 3. All right, for number 3, one thing I want to tell you guys is I will show a little clip of one restaurant here. This is, wait, I didn't even tell you what it is. Something that I just adore. I adore this about the Netherlands. Is that so many restaurants, like despite their small size, will have like a kids corner, a small separate area of the restaurant where they'll have, I don't know, maybe like a few little toys or something for the kids. And these are not just kid restaurants. They're like adult, like restaurants that adults would want to go to that have like a little place for kids. I'm going to tell you about Thursday's video today. Please come back on Thursday because Dan and I are going to show you on Thursday my number 1 restaurant in the whole of the Netherlands. Like, I love this place. It is not going to be a sponsored video. I reached out to them to see if we could go and film so that I could share with you this cool place. It is in The Hague, and there's also going to be a giveaway. They are giving away dinner for a family of 4. So please come back and I will show you the extent of that incredible restaurant and the kids things that they have there. And not all restaurants are like that. That is like a very special place. But what I'm talking about in this point is that even restaurants that are smaller, they will have like some kind of small place that kids can go. So while you eat dinner, the kids are occupied and playing. And what I love about that is that, for example, when I compare it to going to the United States, when I wanted to go out to have a dinner with my kids, the only thing that I could really do was like bring a coloring book or a tablet, put them with the iPhone or the iPad or whatever. And that would keep them busy and quiet during the meal. Whereas here, I love that I'm just like, go play, and they're there and they're having fun and I can see them. We're having dinner, they come back, you give them a little bite of food and then they go back and play. And it's wonderful that they're not like, they're not antsy, they're not sitting there at the table, like getting upset, asking you, when are we going home? And all that stuff. Like, they're actually having a good time too, because there is something for them. Not every restaurant is like that, but there are certainly a lot and a big selection. That was something that I was actually really disappointed in when I traveled to Arizona for the last time I went with my kids, is that unless you went to like a McDonald's that had like a children's playground or like something that was like really specifically for kids only, there was no like nice restaurant where I could go out and have like a proper dinner and enjoy it, and my kids would enjoy it too. I did not find that. So I really love that about the Netherlands. Kids are like they're part of the family. They're part of the unit that goes to the restaurant, and the restaurants have like taken that into consideration when building the restaurant and doing a design to have a little place for little people. So it's actually really great. The next point that I want to talk about is, this is maybe for a little bit older kids. Like, I don't think that my kids are in this category yet, but certainly I've heard from moms with older kids how great this is. In the Netherlands, we have a huge, wonderful abundance of museums. And if you have something called a museum card, you can basically go for free to any of the museums. So people who enjoy museums certainly want to go. But a kid might not necessarily be that interested in, an adult, like a museum that is like geared towards adults. And for that reason, museums have come up with like little activities or things where they can engage or like have interesting things for kids to do while the parents can also enjoy the museum. So it's just these considerations for children and making sure that there are things for them to do that I, as a parent, really appreciate about living here. Okay, so number 5. Yes, number 5. The fifth thing that I want to talk about, and I'm not sure what this is called in other cities in the Netherlands, but I'm pretty sure that the same kind of program exists. But in the Hague area, it's called an Jovie Pass or a Stork Pass. And this is something that is given to lower income families. with children, and this enables them to receive discounts on things like swimming lessons or sports lessons or music classes for their children. So I find that to be so child and family friendly, because in the United States this doesn't happen, I think, and it's painful for me as a mom to try to think about somebody else in the, you know, in these shoes, where you're a parent and you make not that much money and your kid is going to school and they see all these other kids going to this lesson or that lesson and getting these experiences and getting to have, you know, these fun activities to do, and your parents can't afford them. Well, in the Netherlands they have this pass that is issued, I think, by the gemeente. Please, Dutch people, correct me if I'm wrong here, but you apply for it and you are given this pass, and then by using this pass you can have like really discounted rates on all the activities that other kids are doing, so that your children can participate too, and they can have opportunities like their classmates or like other kids. And so that kind of like trying to balance and give kids like an equal opportunity from a young age is incredible. And I think that's another reason to love the Netherlands more and to appreciate the family friendliness and the family focus of this country. This wouldn't be a kid baby friendly listicle vlog, whatever you want to call it, if I didn't mention number 6, and that is the kraamzorg system. Please, I've already made 2 videos about having babies in the Netherlands, one very detailed and one just about kraamzorg. I'm gonna mention it again here too because it is that good. So the kraamzorg, in case you're watching this for the first time, a kraamzorg is it's a birth worker who comes to your house and helps take care of mom and baby and the family in the first few days after a baby is born, where they teach you or help you, they support you, they monitor you, they teach you how to change a diaper, how to give a newborn a bath, how to dress them, how to check the umbilical cord, and so many other things. Please watch the video that I will link here if you want more information. But that is a uniquely Dutch concept, I think. And it is covered by your medical insurance, and it is just incredible. And so that is something that is super family, kid friendly, because right from birth, they're like, here, let us help you. Let us help you to give this child the best start possible. So just amazing from my perspective. Now this last point, and I know I already mentioned it earlier, but this I'm sure applies in all of Europe and certainly other countries too, but not the United States. That is free medical and dental insurance for children until they're 18. Boom. Like, you don't need to worry about that, moms and dads. Like, your kids are covered, you know, like, heaven forbid your kids get sick, you don't need to worry about it. You know, and even like preventative stuff like teeth cleaning and like, you know, just like regular stuff, that's all covered. And that is incredibly super family friendly in my way. Like, in my eyes, in my opinion, that is something where, you know, the government is saying like, this is how we're going to do it. We want to give these opportunities to these kids to have like a healthy, good start in their life. So let us give you free medical insurance. And yes, okay, don't argue with me that it's not free because the parents pay for it and then there's social. I know, okay, but it's not an additional extra out-of-pocket cost. Like, you are not suddenly, because you have a child, paying an additional amount of money for medical insurance for your child the way that you would in the United States, for example. So I know that it's not free, there's no such thing as free, but it is not an additional cost to you as you know, a parent, that you need to now suddenly pay for additional people on your health insurance policy. So what do you guys think? I would really, really love to hear from you. What makes the Netherlands child-friendly to you? Whether you're Dutch, whether you're an expat, whoever you are, whether you've just been here to visit and you thought, oh my gosh, that was amazing when I was here. I really want to know. I love these kind of positive and uplifting videos where we can share things that are great. I know that things are not always great everywhere, and there are critiques and things that we can talk about, but I'd rather focus on the positive. So please, let's talk about that in the comments. Let me know what your opinions are, what you think, what has impressed you in the Netherlands, or when you watch my video, and if you're moving here, what do you look forward to experiencing? Does any of this like sound really good, or how is it in your countries too? Like, just, I really want to know. Like, please talk to me in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, and I really look forward to hearing from you. So you guys, that's it. That's this video. Thank you so much for coming over. Thank you for spending any time that you did with me. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I should mention, I heard from a few subscribers that if you don't have that bell notified, sometimes YouTube doesn't actually show you that I've posted a new video in your video feed. So if you really want to know like when my videos are published, please do click that bell. And if you don't care, then you don't care, and I'm grateful that you were here anyway, and I'm appreciative of your time that you spent with me today. So thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. P.S. Please don't forget to come back on Thursday for that tour of this restaurant. And it's going to be the second giveaway on my channel, so I'm very excited to share with you the place. I'm really excited to show it to you, and then to have you guys enter for this giveaway in the restaurant. So please come back on Thursday for that video that will be dedicated to my like kid adult heaven here in The Hague. Don't forget to come back. So I will see you then. Yes? Promise? Pinky swear? Do you have that in the Netherlands? Do you pinky swear? How do you do that when you're a kid and you're like really promise? All right, see you guys later. Bye.